Oh, you know the rules then.
Yeah. I know the rules. If I don't take one of the, if I go neutral, I still got to do a shot.
Right.
Okay, all right.
And then, you know, this is not meant to diss nobody.
I know, it's just my personal opinion.
Right.
I hope nobody gets upset because I'm going to answer honestly.
Okay, but more stories too. Any stories?
Yeah, any stories you got?
Yeah.
Tupac or DMX?
Pop.
Okay, I knew you was going to say that. All right, this one, I think we should get a shot.
But X is one of the illest that ever lived.
You got any crazy story with X?
X? I had X when I was, remember when I went to Power 105?
Yes.
And they bought Starbuck Wild.
Yeah.
And it was in the morning. I went to the afternoon.
Oh, yes.
But they still had me under contract to do the mornings in case the niggas do something crazy. And they did against Envy, and that's how I ended up back on the mornings. But remember, when I was in the afternoons, I had Oprah.
Okay.
Remember, I had Oprah.
Yes.
I'm the only that ever had Oprah. Jamie Foxx hooked that up. So I had Oprah. So X comes in the afternoon. So I'm asking X, how'd you get here? I drove. I said, you just got arrested for drive like that. I got a car. I'm driving my shit. That's how I went. And he had Tashera with him. Now, Tashera was his first wife.
That's right.
So standing there, and he's telling me this shit. He goes, yo, hey, you know, music is playing. We just talking. You know, the first time I ever met my wife, I told her I loved her. Right, baby? First night I ever met her. She's like, yeah, he did. He told me he loved her. So I said that I had to get the but then I realized that I really did love her. But I still got that told me. That was what he told me. He said, "Yo, I did how it's going. I did what they really want for the. I did that song, and I took the shit to Def Jam, and it was like, yeah, it's good, but you need somebody to sing on this shit. This shit sound good." And I was like, "Well, who y'all gonna put on there? What we gonna do? Let's get to Cisco. He's on the label. I didn't really, you know,
dog song.
You know, the blonde hair. I didn't know if it was like, you know X. You know how X is. X is a character.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
He's genuine
X.
though.
He's genuine as a motherfucker.
I'll tell you how crazy X is. My dog is this big. X came over my crib and made my dog a pit bull. I promise you. My dog, a teacup Yorkie. This DMX, it's on film. I promise you, it's on film. I got it. He's this big, and DMX came to my dog and was like, and I've never seen this in my life. My dog was like, I didn't even know he had those type of teeth. That's how ill X is. Okay, Nas or Jay-Z?
Queens, Nas.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm missing
Queens. No disrespect, Jay. Jay to me is probably one of the greatest living rappers right now because I'll say this about Jay and Nas. Nas is an artist. Like when Nas did the Esco shit and started clowning him about the shit, he finally realized that I want to do a lot of art. A lot of times Nas don't give a if he make a record, an album with a radio single on it.
Right.
He's going to make the music he wants to make.
Right.
Yeah, he's from Queens, so I'm going with him. But Jay is incredible. If Jay made a record right now, everybody would be like, what? He jumped on what? What?
And you know what I like about both of them? All of their latest material sound like them now.
Yeah.
It don't sound like them then. And I mean that in a compliment because...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
absolutely.
love that.
When he did the 445 album?
444.
Right. Yeah, 444. I just gave him an extra minute on the shit.
Extra minute.
Yeah. When Jay did that, when Hov did that, I always told Jay, I always loved the more introspective Jay than any other Jay because he's a lyricist and I loved him. Like when he did the Pop Love Me, Raise Me, that shit, the Papa introspective Dre, Jay-Z, that's the Jay-Z I love the most.
Right.
Yeah, they're updated versions of themselves.
Wu-Tang or N.W.A?
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang.
That's right.
And I love N.W.A, but EP, 2 albums?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wu-Tang, and the reason why I say Wu-Tang is because of what spawned off of Wu-Tang and the success that everybody that spawned off of Wu-Tang had.
Well, if you do that, then
you could do that with N.W.A.
N.W.A. has a legitimate
off of
has a legitimate fan.
Well, Easy was first, and then Dre, of course. Cube, of course.
It's a great argument. That's
it's a great argument.
Those are two who do it, the Colombian and the Dominican over there. Those are the two who put these questions together.
You could potentially track the lineage to Kendrick from N.W.A.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
LL or Big Daddy Kane?
Shit.
Take a shot?
You saying both?
Nah, I can't. I gotta say L, man.
Okay,
I'm going L.
All right.
I love Kane, but I got longevity counts, right?
Yes.
That new album is still fire.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go L.
L is the new album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fire.
Ready?
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill or Missy Elliott?
Lauryn.
Okay.
Nothing against Missy. Right. I love Missy. I love Missy. I mean, I love Missy too. Right. I'd have took Missy down, son. I love Missy. Yeah, I would have took Missy down. I took her down, son. She know I love her. She know I love her. My wife know I love Missy Elliott. Come on, son. Yeah, I took Missy down. Definitely love me some Missy. Missy beautiful, God.
Yes. Paul, you sleeping, bro.
I like the big Missy too, son. I like the little chubby Missy. Yeah, I like the he high Missy. That's the one for me, son. The garbage bag. Yeah, the garbage bag Missy, son. That's the one for me, son. Yeah, hell yeah. God, I love Missy. Missy, I love you, baby.
She's beautiful.
Missy is ad love. I love you, baby.
Redman or Method Man?
Drink.
Bro, let's go.
Drink on that, bro.
Ready to drink. I was ready to drink.
To me, Red is one of the most underrated rappers ever to me.
Redman, you said?
Yeah. No, Red is one of the illest, man.
Yeah. He's one of the illest, bro.
Right.
And both of them together, they're kindred spirits, man.
Oh, absolutely. My one time, oh, God, you said Stories?
Stories, let's go.
I'm in L.A., they playing the House of Blues. Remember the House of Blues there on Sunset, Nori?
Yep.
Remember that shit? Remember that?
Yeah,
Finn? She was right there. So called me. Yo, come hang out with us. We doing the House of Blues. They right across the street at the hotel. Mm-hmm. I'm in the hotel with them. Why did I decide I'm going to smoke with these? Oh. I don't know why I did that.
Don't tell me it was dust.
No, it wasn't dust. I ain't never been dusty. Now, I smoked with them, and we go across the street. They send the Sprinter to get that Sprinter. House of Blues is right there.
Right.
We walking across the street. We just walking out in traffic on Sunset. We don't give a f***.
Right.
We get backstage. They get ready to go on. I said, I'm going to go in the audience and watch the show. Mm-hmm. I went home. I was so I went home. Leg was numb. I didn't know where I was at. I went to home. Redman and Method Man. And me always got this shit with us that we just snap on each other whenever we see each other. Right. It's not like a hello. It's not like a yo, what's good? How the kids? It's always look at this big nose. Pick your nose with boxing gloves and to this day, that's how we are. So I can't choose between them two.
I respect that. Gangstar or Eric B. and Rakim?
Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay.
And only because Rakim is probably one of the most important MCs we have ever seen on the face of this earth. He's the God MC. He put words together. His lineage, if you go look at Rakim's lineage, Nas is on that tree. Yeah. Jay is on that tree. Yeah. Big is on that tree. Guru's on that tree.
Is Coogee Rap on that tree?
G-Rap is on that tree. Okay. Everything was aggressive before Rakim.
Pun is on that tree.
Pun is definitely on that tree.
And remember, we've had a lot of people.
You on the tree.
Yeah, I'm on
a lot of people from different parts of the country, from the West Coast, from the South, that you wouldn't have thought, and they would say Rakim. Right. They were part of that lineage as well.
No, I love when we have people from the West Coast, and then they give us they top five, and top three of them.
Usually they say
is the real MCs from back then.
Of course.
Yeah, Rakim is dumb important. You know, Rakim said shit. Yeah, and then he said shit that made me say, what?
Right.
My name is Rakim Allah, and R-A stand for Rod, spin it around. It still comes out R, and it does. Yeah. I was like, what the f***? The 7 MCs in the line is one of the greatest.
7 MCs.
Yeah. Take 7 more before I go for mine. Yeah. That's 21 MCs. 7 times 3 is 21. I'm like, get the f*** out of here.
Yeah. And he was gangster without cursing.
Absolutely.
And without saying gangster shit.
Just think about it. Like back then, people used to be like, yo, don't let your kids listen to rap because of the curses. It was never because of the content. People couldn't really understand metaphors. Right. So Rakim was probably the only people that kids was listening to and parents wasn't catching on that this was gangster.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's still one of my favorite dudes, man. Yeah. I remember I had this Gucci Link chain on, big stupid Gucci Link shit. Hollow as a motherfucker. Bought off the app, right? Shit was huge. I'm supporting this shit. So I'm around Eric B., Rakim, they whole crew, Supreme, Magnetic, all of them.
Spanish Supreme.
Spanish Supreme.
Yeah.
So them is the Puerto Rican Supreme Magnetic, right? And 50 Cent with them, the real 50 Cent. So they tell me, Ed, I was going to get you for that chain. I was like, what?
Who said that?
50 Cent. 50 Cent. Okay, wow. Yeah, you know how I get down. I was about to get you for that chain. But Eric and Rod said, that's my man, Ed Lover, leave him alone.
Wow.
I said, so Fifth, what the do you think was going to be the outcome of you robbing me? Like, you think you just going to rob me and I was going to be okay with it? Like, what the are you talking about? But he told me he was going to rob me. Wow. Thank you, Eric B. and Rakim, because I probably got robbed.
All right. The Lox or Run DMC?
Oh, come on, bro.
Take a shot? Right.
Yeah, come on.
Cheers.
Longevity plays a part of it.
Right.
The Locks have more longevity than Run and D, but they the most important motherfuckers that ever happened to me. Because if it wasn't for them agreeing to do that pilot, I would have never been on Your Own TV Raps.
Talk about Run DMC.
Right. Run DMC, man. Hell yeah, man. Oh my God, super important to me. Super important to Queens, period.
Right.
You know, so, geez. The first ones on MTV, the first ones on Rolling Stone, they did Live Aid. Like, come on.
Right.
They was doing stadiums. I remember I did a commercial with Run. It was when Beats first started their streaming service, before they sold it to Apple. And what a lot of people don't know, that's what Apple actually bought. Yeah. They bought the streaming service and took the headphones and gave Dre like $1 billion and Jimmy Iovine and all them, right? But it was the streaming service because they had the infrastructure already, and Apple wanted the streaming service. So they bought that. So me and Run did a commercial together that actually aired during the Super Bowl. And I asked Run, I said, who was your stiffest competition when you was rhyming? He said, we did Peter Piper. And I said, we got one. And he said, I got it from Fairy Tale Lover from UTFO, the song Fairy Tale Lover. And I said, D, we need to make a song like that. So we started writing Peter Piper, Pig Peppers, and Run Rock Rhymes. And he said, I thought we had him. And he said, that LL came out with I Need Love. He was like, this motherfucker right here. And then I asked him another question. I said, KRS-One dissed y'all subliminally.
Why?
Teachers wear crowns, the teachers stay intelligent, talking silly rhymes on the mic is still irrelevant, especially when you're not college material. That was a diss to Run DMC. Kings wear crowns, I'm the king of rock. But teachers stay intelligent. Right, so I asked Run, why didn't y'all say something about it? Run said, I was doing stadiums and he was doing clubs. If I would acknowledged him, I've been pulling him up to my level. I said, okay, that makes sense. And then he said, and the was nice. He said, me and D ain't want to with that. That was nice.
Podcast or radio?
Podcast. And I'm on the radio and I'm saying that. And I have my own podcast. Come on.
You want to drink to it anyway?
Podcast. And I'm going to tell you why. Radio has to stop operating like it's 1993 or 83 or 87. They need to go to the FCC and say, after a certain time, we need to be able to say what we want to say. Right. Because that's the reason why people come to podcasts. Right. Because you can say whatever you want to say. You can be as raw as you want to be. You can be as opinionated as you want to be. You can be who you want to be. That's why they're trying, these companies that have radio stations are investing in podcasts. Right. Because podcast is raw. As you see television change, you get the shit raw. You get the House of the Dragons and crazy shit like that. You get Dexter. You get the shit that Deion Cole got. You know, the Average Joe and shows like that. It ain't the Cosbys no more. Right. And radio's still dealing with it in that manner. Right. And they don't want to make stars no more. Radio used to make stars. They made Flex a star. They made me and Dre and Lisa a stars. They made Angie a star. They made the Breakfast Club stars. They don't want to be invested in that because they don't want to pay nobody. So podcasting all day, bro.
It's funny the way you say the uncensored part because that's why pirate radio, at least down south, it was so big.
That's right.
It was radio, but it was uncensored, doing whatever we wanted to do.
Okay, hold on.
Glad I ate.
Luke or Akinelli?
Oof. Ak is from Queens, but I'm going to say Luke. I'm going to say Luke because Luke was the first dude that I saw that had his own pressing plants, his own trucks, his own everything. He was Motown before Motown. And Luke gave us Trick Daddy. He gave us Pitbull. He gave us 2 Live Crew,
Poison Clan.
Brother Marquis, Poison Clan, all that. Luke is, like, to me, one of the most important label owners before anybody else. Luke had no middleman. It wasn't no Arista above him. Right. There was no Sony above him. There was no Interscope above him. Everybody else had a boutique label. Luke had his own real record label. I used to watch press his records up in the warehouse, sleeve them, wrap them, and put them shits in the truck and go out across the country and on the Luke record, Luke Skywalker records, before they got them for the Skywalker shit. And take that shit all over the place. Plus, Luke's fought for our rights to say what the we wanted to say on the record.
The parental
Without
advisory.
a parental advisory sticker.
Yeah.
So Luke, absolutely.
Yeah,
And we just had Luke on here. That's what
big up Luke.
Yeah, he talked about how
No disrespect, Akinelli. I love Ak.
Luke talked about he took advantage of all the Caribbean and all the pressing plans being here for the Caribbean and for a lot of Americans. He
did.
He took advantage of it. Yeah.
Ak was ill too. Coming wrong. Not be.
Akinelli's a legend, man.
Remember that shit?
Hell yeah.
That separates me from the petty.
Oh yeah, big up to Ak.
And Luke and Ak played in the same playground because I came down here and KODs and all that shit. So
Okay.
Absolutely. I remember getting to the airport. We come down here to do the Luke, shoot a week worth of Your TV Raps with Luke. We come to the airport and it's a limo for Ed Lover, a limo for Dr. Dre, a limo for T-Money, a limo for Ted Demi. We got 4 different limos.
So I'm talking.
I get in the limo and there's 2 naked girls in the back of the limo. I get out the limo, pulling my pants up, and she getting out the limo. Both of them say, "Oh no, Luke say we with you for the night." God bless you, Luke. Thank you very much, bro. God bless Luke. Know how to sell a record. Like move something 9 times in a row after that shit.
He was moving something.
Oh, me so horny. I was moving something in that limo. My wife gonna kill me. Baby, I'm keeping it real. Sure.
Mobb Deep or MOP?
Mobb.
Okay.
I love MOP too. Billy and Fame, 2 of my favorite dudes to be around.
MOP's ill.
Because they just such great dudes. And it's wonderful to see MOP's growth, right?
Yes.
Because like they grown men now.
Yeah, they super grown.
They got families.
Yep.
It's great.
They
used to be,
healthier.
they used to be scared of them, right? Like them scary. The MOP was scary. Son.
Yep.
But Mobb, because Havoc is so ill, and rest in peace, Prodigy, and Lifetime in between the papers lines, on the Quiet Storm, Fight Rounds, PA, you heard of them? Yeah, Mobb Deep, bro.
Salt and Pepper or JJ Fad?
Salt and Pepper all day. That's not even close.
Yeah, I know.
I love JJ Fad too, but y'all don't have the history, the amount of hits, and all that shit that Salt and Pepper had.
Yes.
Yeah, Ted did the Push It video.
Push It.
Wow.
Yeah, and Get Up. I was at that video.
Spinderella said Push It.
Push It?
At Get Up.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody Get Up.
Yeah.
My Axe Trench. Did Trench tell you I introduced him to Pepper?
Did he tell us that?
I had a crush on Pepper. I sent Pepper a teddy bear, flowers, all kind of shit. Yeah, she didn't like me. I'm good with that. She liked Trench. So we was at spring break. And she was like, "What's up with Trench?" And I was like, "Well, what's up with me?" He's like, "Trench." But she liked Trench. And I was like, "Yo, Trench, Pepper want to holler at you." Boom. And then Pepper turned around and introduced me to my first wife. Wow. And me and Trench laugh all the time because none of this shit worked out. So there it is. But we got beautiful kids out of both of them. We got beautiful kids out of them.
That was hard. I wasn't ready for that explanation.
Slick Rick or Andre 3000?
Goddamn drinking. I'm drinking. Yeah. Because I got to take in longevity. I'm drinking.
3000.
I ain't doing
But goddamn 3000 is one of the illest. But Slick Rick has been sampled probably as a rap artist more than anybody else. Like his voice.
He almost like a James Brown of rap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that Great Adventures of Slick Rick is such a...
Right.
The moment I feared...
Oh, he's still doing it. Crazy.
My favorite Slick Rick shit is... the started yawning. He grabbed his clothes. He wanted to leave this place, but first he wanted to see the face to face. He opened it up with his bare 2 thumbs. He saw crowds with spears and Indian drums going, hey. Nobody can do no shit like that. And everybody that does double rhymes, everybody that eat from Snoop to Give Me the Loot by Biggie that do 2 different people is because of Slick Rick. And he gave us Dana Dane, the Kango crew. So I'm going to give Slick his props always, but 3000 had a longer longevity.
Wait, time out. I thought Slick Rick and Dana Dane used to battle each other.
They were in the same crew called the Kango crew.
But wait a minute.
They were in the same crew.
Dana Dane?
They were a crew called the Kango crew. Vance Wright, Slick Rick, Dana Dane.
I always thought they had beef.
No.
Wow.
No, them Bally's and all them shit. The Fly Bally's and the Fly Green Sox.
Wow.
But you picked Andre.
I have to pick Andre.
No, he didn't. He did.
Just because of longevity.
I thought.
Did I do the shot? I'm so drunk.
We took a shot. He didn't make no.
Don't mind me. I'm drunk.
No, I want to make sure we accurate. So
okay, so I took the shot. I'm saying both.
Okay.
All right. The Symphony or Headbanger?
Symphony.
Okay. You said that quick.
Yeah, I like that.
Symphony.
The Headbangers are pretty important too, though.
Very important. But
the Symphony.
No, absolutely, because there's no.
Now, if you just said scenario, ooh, but I'm gonna take the symphony. Just because Kane said put a quarter in your ass,
and you played yourself.
That shit was crazy.
And it's one of the first posse kids like that.
Yeah,
right.
Fat Man Scoop or Biz Markie?
Rest in peace to both.
Rest in peace to both of them. Take a shot.
Yeah,
I will never disrespect either one of them.
Yeah,
Biz was a friend. Scoop was a friend.
Scoop was a friend.
Scoop, I put Scoop on the radio.
Wow.
People don't know that.
Wow.
Via not directly saying hire Scoop, but Scoop worked for Tommy Boy.
Wow.
And he would come around with the big bottle of Scope.
That's right.
All the time. And he would try to listen to this record. And I say, brother, why do you have this? Why do you got this? I just call him Big Scope. Because and he was like, he said, brother, you gotta be fresh.
Yeah, fresh, yeah.
You can't be taught when you're talking to these program directors, brother. Right on, brother, solid gold. He used to say that.
True.
So we took and said, yo, go do a drop to say, you listen, Ed, Dre, and Lisa on the radio, this Fat Man Scoop, right on, brother, solid gold. And we started playing that. And Steve Smith, rest in peace, was like, who is that guy? And I was like, that's the guy from Tommy Boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, and I feel terrible because we had communications for him to come on, and it's like a lot of people, and just never ends up happening.
Granddaddy at You is my biggest thing, like that. I wanted to make happen.
You didn't get Granddaddy.
That's my favorite rapper of all time.
I heard you say that a few times.
I love Granddaddy.
Brother Granddaddy You. That shit was hard, right there.
Only built for Cuban links or Reasonable Doubt?
Shit. Drinking.
Yeah, okay.
Drinking. I can't do that. I can't do that.
And is that both their first
solo album?
Yeah,
first
solo albums.
And Jay was right. We laid down on Reasonable Doubt.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I always say this on this show. I always say Reasonable Doubt went over my head because I think I was broke at that time. Like maybe that for me, like not for you, but for me, because he was saying shit.
I wasn't broke, but I still wasn't doing the shit.
I wasn't relating to certain shit. And then years later, I was like,
I get it now. 22 twos. What is it? 222s? What is that?
No, what he said? He said, what's the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6? He said, 30 to 40 grand.
Oh, my God.
Sucker beater. And I was like, damn, I didn't know there was a difference.
Out the gate was wild. In my lifetime was like, what the? Like this?
Nah, Jay was ill, man. Yeah. When Jay said we don't drive X5s, we give them the baby mothers. I was like, God damn. X5. Calm down, Jay. You killing out here in the streets. Jay made take from their Range Rover, take the 4.0 plaque off the back of the Range Rover. Because the 4.6 costs about $40,000 more. You may actually get if you had a 4.0, you took that shit off. Jay's influence on pop culture is unmatched.
Then he made you wear throwbacks, then he made you take off throwbacks.
He made you wear the throwback, and then you took the shit off. I don't wear throwbacks. I'm 30 plus. Put on a fresh pair of jeans. Button up. We're buttoning up. We're all buttoning up. Jay-Z, son. I'm like, nah. Jay-Z. Love Hov, man. Hov, man, that social impact is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
he's speaking to our Latin market.
Yo, we did Powerhouse. We did Powerhouse one time, right? So the Bentley dealership, I mean the Mercedes dealership in Manhattan let me hold a Maybach for the night. So I come to the Powerhouse and I park my Maybach downstairs next to Jay-Z's Maybach. So my shit right there.
Right.
So after the show, Jay go, yo, whose Maybach is that right there? I say, yeah, that's me, ho. He said, oh, Eddie Mac, I see what you're doing. Yo, let's go to 4040 Club. So me and this in Maybach to Maybach, I got me and my man D, my assistant, we rolling. Jay and Beyonce in the other joint. We rolling, we going to 4040 Club. Traffic is crazy going through the Lincoln Tunnel. Jay roll the window down. He waving at people. Nigga, I roll the window down. It was like,
you couldn't move traffic.
But I had to tell him at the night, we want you to know that's not my Maybach. It's a loaner because the next time you see me, I'm in a Honda Accord. You know, yeah, I was in the Maybach that night. I fronted that night. Eddie Mac, nice. But, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't do that. I can't do that. You ain't gonna see this shit tomorrow when you see me.
Biggie or Big L?
Biggie. L's life was cut too short.
Yeah.
I think so was Biggie's.
Amazing, man.
He would have been amazing. Bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna take nothing away from Big L.
If he would have signed the Rockefeller, Big L, if he would have signed the Rockefeller.
Oh my God, that whole, what was the Children of the Corn?
Yeah.
All them, Cam, him, Mace, Bloodshed, God rest his soul, and Big L. It was lyrical right there, bro.
Yeah. Shit, they still lyrical. I watched it. It is what it is, what it is. And both.
Oh, they still go in.
Cam and Mace, they still
they
go
kill
in.
Cam and murder Mace right now.
I'm still waiting for you to go in one day too.
I ain't gonna lie, they inspired me.
You should go in. You're gonna have to go
I can't
in.
do it on Drink Champs because then I look like I'm.
Nah, I can't do it.
Say it. Say it, y'all niggas.
Podcast first. They started rhyming first.
Right. Say it, y'all. And I was saying, y'all inspired me. Check this out, though.
Yeah.
That's right there, man. Yeah, Big L.
Okay,
he was
80s or 90s hip hop?
90s.
Okay. Queens or Brooklyn?
Queens all day.
I knew that.
I was born in Brooklyn, but it's going to be Queens all day.
Who's the man or Juice?
Come on, who you guys are?
Juice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was gonna say it.
Juice.
Why?
It had a bigger impact than Who's the Man did. Who's the Man was dope, but Juice was better.
I didn't think that.
Do you think how people say that they think that?
Oh, you ain't got to see a shot yet.
Drinking the wrong shit. Y'all saw that?
Yeah,
You think that Pac playing Bishop, really people think he took on the form of Bishop?
He was already that way.
Right.
That's when them young as 17, and that's what they think. No, that was already Pac.
He was already on that.
Pac was Pac.
Right.
He was always going to be Pac.
Wow.
It was going to be no different. No, Juice was absolutely the catalyst that blew him.
They showed how talented he was.
Absolutely.
Right. Fat Boys or the Beastie Boys?
I'm drinking. I'm drinking. And the only reason why I'm drinking is because Charlie used to manage the Fat Boys, and they had an impact. They had a huge impact.
I think they don't get enough credit.
They don't get enough credit.
Nah.
People forget about them. People forget Heavy, and I don't know why they do that.
Of course, we talked about that recently.
Heavy, then Biggie Pun.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Hev made it cool to be a big.
Okay, I thought Fat Boys was first.
But Fat Boys are more novelty later on.
They were, not to say like that because I love the Fat Boys, but they wasn't fly. They was Fat Boys.
They was Fat Boys.
Cool.
All you can eat.
They were cool.
Fat Boys. Heavy was cool.
Hev was cool.
I'm rough
Hev was
and
fly.
tough with all that stuff. I make you dance and prance to you huff and puff. There's
he was
just
smooth.
no way
He
you
was
can
smooth.
get
He was
enough of me, yo, Mister Big Stuff. Like, I'm big.
Yeah.
That shit is cool. And Hev was fly as
Yeah, Big and Tall Cells went through the roof.
Yeah, absolutely. Rochester, Big and Tall.
Yeah, Rochester, Big and Tall, yeah.
But what Fat Boys did, I think, also for hip hop, is also entered the Hollywood space with Disorderly.
Yes, they did. Absolutely, they did.
Like, and they
with
shattered
Disorderly
image things.
They shattered that, and then after that came Kid and Play shit.
Yep.
And then right
House
after
Party,
that came Who's the Man. They opened the door for us.
Yeah,
to get
man.
in the
So
movie.
that's why I think they're underrated and they deserve more props.
Analog or digital?
Analog.
Thank you.
Analog, because digital is any and everybody. Analog, you had to be good. Like with analog, you had to spend $300 on a 2-inch tape.
Yep.
And you couldn't this shit up.
And
You
it wasn't
couldn't do
easy
it
to
in your
get in the
basement.
studio to start with.
Right, you couldn't do it in your basement.
Right.
You couldn't get in the studio. Studio 150, 200, 350 an hour.
You couldn't afford to it up.
Yeah, unless you was at the shit in Queens or maybe D&D early, you couldn't afford no studio time.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, analog, definitely. That's why the sale of vinyl has gone through the roof. Because analog is just better. It was better because you went to the store to get the record.
Right.
Cool. You went to the store. I remember when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, and Chris was my next door neighbor. He didn't even have a copy for me. And I was running around the record stores trying to find Kane's Long Live the Kane. Trying to find that record so I can have the hard copy. I mean, y'all had, look, my man Buju. Y'all had Buju, right?
Yeah.
Remember what Buju said about owning your music?
Yeah.
If my
throwing around my record. I said, you breaking my music.
Right, you breaking my...
That was his record?
Oh, it was your record, yeah. And I remember the stuff you gave me on wax, I still have it.
Right.
That shit means something to me.
Right.
So like Buju said, if I don't pay my phone bill, I lose my music.
Yeah.
I own it. It's a different thing. So I'm going to go analog on it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
KRS One or Cool G Rap?
I'm drinking.
Okay, yeah.
I'm drinking. Only because G-Rap is from Queens.
We drinking Vaughn.
And Chris is one of the illest I ever lived. I can't choose that. Road to the riches.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shit.
I feel like I'm cheating because as we go on, the shots get smoother. They do not get harsher. They get smoother.
We're getting really smooth.
This is
Believe it or not, that's an illusion.
Red Alert or Kick It Pre?
Drinking.
Okay.
Cheers to those.
Drinking.
We drinking Vaughn.
Cheers to them two legends.
Yeah.
I'm drinking.
We drinking Vaughn.
Pharrell or Ye?
Woo! Drinking.
Damn.
Now I feel like he just want to drink. I'm in, though. I'm in.
Drinking.
And ain't telling us no stories. Any stories?
Yeah, Pharrell, yeah.
Ye, me and my man Tom, big up to my man Tom, one of my best friends. One of the first ones to ever do parties at Mars 2112.
Yeah.
We did a Latrell's Freewell Welcome to New York party.
Can I stop you for 1 second?
Yeah.
Let me just describe what he just described to you. Now, Mars 2112 is at what year? Can you tell us what year? Because I wanted to tell you.
And where's this place?
This is in New York City. This
in New York.
What part?
I believe it's Times Square, right? Midtown, right? I could not get in this club at all. So this is the reason why I wanted to know what year this is.
It was a Welcome to New York. Latrell Sprewell just signed to the New York Knicks.
Can you figure out?
So, Paul, on the sports tip, what year would that be?
Two more. That's it.
Latrell Sprewell signing to the New York Knicks.
What is this?
And outside the club was a young man by the name of Kanye West that couldn't get in the party. And he introduced himself to me. He said, my name is Kanye West. I'm a producer. I produce for Rockefeller. I'm over here, and what do I need to pay to get in the party? And I said, nah, man, you just come on in. You down with Hov in it?
Right.
Yeah, come on in. Yeah. And Pharrell, Pharrell is the mother that wrote All I Want to Do Is Zoom.
Yeah, man, that's a classic.
That's classic right there. Yeah. You know, Teddy threw the talent show and they get a deal.
Right.
And them was producing, Teddy was taking the credit. You know the story.
Even though there's the beef between Tribe and them, but
yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but I can't choose between them.
Okay, the Clips or Dog Pound?
Clips.
Okay.
Pusha T is one of my favorite MCs, bro.
Okay.
And with him and Malice together, the shit them was saying, the shit they were saying was real. Like dealers, real dealers knew that they was telling the truth.
Right.
They wasn't like making up shit. Like he was telling them.
You could tell.
You could tell. Weight. Like he was like,
it was like a blueprint too. I could do this too right now.
Two little black moving weight like that. Like, nah, they were real.
And really quick, Dog Pound new album is dope, and I'm looking forward to the new Clips. Album.
I heard about the Clips album. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
I like when don't stop making records.
Right.
They should.
That's the sign. They got a new album out. I love the shit. I just like just don't stop. Like you don't outgrow hip hop
and art in general. Like the other art forms, don't stop.
And Dolly Parton still got records coming out. Why we gotta stop?
One is going to church and one is still dealing, but they both ran Louis Vuitton.
And you know what? That's balance. That's balance.
But Malice is back. Malice is performing again with his brother.
Yeah, but he ain't drinking.
Man.
He on that shit. He ain't drinking.
He gonna sit here.
I feel like he's gonna be on that Rock Him shit. Like it's gonna be hardcore.
He praising the Lord. I respect that.
He ain't gonna say no crazy shit.
But he out in the clubs again. I respect that too.
Who Malice is?
Yeah.
Oh, son, God bless you, man.
Yeah. At least in the Louis Vuitton clubs, I seen him in there. Brand Nubian or Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe. And there's nothing against I got a personal relationship with Lord Jamal. That's my man. My wife and his wife are really good friends. That's my man. But Tribe, bro.
Right.
Low in Theory, Midnight Marauders, Tribe, bro. Tribe was the layman's De La Soul. Tribe was more relatable. Because De La Soul, their rhyme patterns were so incredible.
Right.
But a lot of times it's like, what is he talking about?
And De La came technically first, right?
Yeah.
I just
because he said, I look at Q-Tip and he say black is black. Mirror, mirror. Yeah, but besides that, a lot of this shit, you'd be like, what is they talking about?
It was eclectic.
Potholes in My Lawn
Eclectic
is one of my favorite records.
Yeah.
And I kind of still don't know what they talking about.
Fam.
You know what it is? That we're all just getting De La now. Like De La deserves all the props. Unfortunately, that we lost
Trugoy died. Yeah.
But we just, it's like they deserve everything.
But they was where everybody be talking about relationship goals.
Right.
Locks, De La.
De La Soul.
Right.
Yeah.
That's relationship goals.
Right.
They could do whatever they and none of them ever made a solo record.
Right.
Paz and Dove never went solo. They did all this shit together. They could have easy. Yeah. You know, the way the Locks respect each other to do their solo shit, but they still are Locks no matter what.
Oh, okay.
They respect their group more than
they respect that shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Jada and Styles getting that solo money and Chic.
Absolutely.
They getting that solo money.
Motherfucker, Jada is getting ready to come to Cobb County, Georgia, Cobb Energy Center coming up, I think, in December with a symphony orchestra. I'm going to be there with a
too. He'll be there too.
Shout out to Jada.
Now that's Jada by itself or the whole tour?
Of course, the Locks will be there.
Oh, the Locks, okay.
It's Bill as Jadakiss. Like Jadakiss, I was in Panama with Jadakiss, man, doing some shit with him for somebody didn't think.
Not Panama, Florida, Panama, Latin America.
Panama. And I got to hang out with Jada. And my the shit that some of the shit he was telling me, like, yo, I got tired of giving Puff my shit. Like, a lot of didn't know until the beef, until the
Rough Rider
Dipset shit.
Oh.
People didn't know that wrote So What You Want to Do.
Oh, yeah.
Only you know, you're a DJ. A lot of the regular didn't know that he wrote that shit. They didn't know that.
That's real.
Well, they got out of Dodge.
The Rock or Rough Riders?
Rock.
Okay.
Rock. Jay-Z is too important. X is too, because X was like, what, the only had two number one albums in the same year?
Same year.
But he put out mad albums in one year.
Or,
yeah.
This is the last question for Quicktime with Slime, then you get back to the interview. Loyalty or respect?
Respect.
Okay, why?
Because loyalty wanes depending on what you're giving.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep giving, motherfuckers gonna be loyal to you. But respect lasts a whole lot longer.
Right.
Like me. I have been respected for such a long time that I would rather have respect than fake loyalty. Loyalty sometimes comes at a cost. Respect pretty much doesn't come at a cost. So I would rather be respected.
Okay, let's make some noise for that.